Page number 10. Going to start chanting. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Yamangalam dwadasahi jaindayesu sadevaka sutthana nadika chandi athatain sanja mangalam. Desidan dewa devena sabba baba vinasanam sabba loka hidathaya mangalam tambanamahi. Evam me sudam ekam samayam bhagava savatiyam viharati cedavane anatha bindikasa arame. Athako inyadara devada Abhigandaya radiya Abhiganda vona kevala kapam cedawana obasidawa Yena bhagava tenubasangami Ubasangamedawa Bhagavanda abhivadidawa Egamanda athasi Egamandan tidako sadevada bhagavandan gathaya ajabasi. Bahudeva manosaja mangalani ajindayo aganka mana suttanam brohi mangala mudamam. Asevana ja balanam bandidana ja sevana Puja ja puja niyana edam mangala mudamam. Padirupa desawa soja pubeja kata punyada. Ada sama banidija edam mangala mudamam. Bahu sajanja seibanja wineyoja susekido. Subha sita jaya vaja edam mangala mudamam. Madhabidu bhattanam buddha darasa sangaho anagula jagamanda edam mangala mudamam. Dhananja dhammacariyaja nyadagananja sangaho anavajani gamani edam mangala mudamam. Aradi viradi baba majabana jasayamo abama doja dhamesu edam mangala mudamam. Karavo janiwa doja sandotija katenyuda kalena dhamma savanam edam mangala mudamam. Khandija sawaja sara samanananja dasana kalena dhammasa gacha edam mangala mudamam. Taboja brahmajariyanja ariya sajjana dasanam nibbana sachikariyaja edam mangala mudamam. Bhuddhasa loka dhammeyi citta yasa nagampati Asokam virajan khemam edam mangala mudamam. Ida disani gadawana sabata maprajita sabata sotain gachanti dante sam mangala mudamam. Mangala sutta nitidam. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Khandija Sawasasra, but the last time we have already explained about Khandi Mangala. Today we are going to talk about Sawajasada. So Kandi Ja Ida Mangala Mudaman Sawajasada Ida Mangala Mudaman Samanana Jadasana Ida Mangala Mudaman Kalina Damaza Gacha Ida Mangala Mudaman. This stanza has 4 lines. So there are 4 lines in this stanza. So the first one is already explained. Now, Sawajasada. Sawajasada, how do you understand? And actually, some words are not enough to understand. So mostly Asian people familiar with it, obedience. But Western people is not familiar with it. Actually, amenable to advice. Amenable to advice. Or receptive to advice. Receptive to advice is a life-size blossom. Amenable to advice is a life-size blossom. So that's why Panyati, conventional reality, which is mentally constructed mental constructions, is not enough to understand about what we're saying. So actually, Sawajasada receptive to advice or amenable to advice. Here, page number 46. So I just not 46, 47, 47, 47, paragraph number 28. So I just being easy to admonish, amenability to correction. You understand? Yeah, that's good. That's good point. Obedience, a single word, is not familiar with it, especially for Westerners, Eastern people. Yeah, they understand. But actually, not a single point. That word being easy to admonish, or amenable to advice, amenable to advice, or receptive to advice. That's much better. So what does that means? Being easy to correct or admonish, being obedient or following the advice. The Buddha explained this as a bhikkhu is easy to correct and possesses qualities that make him easy to correct. He is patient, receives instructions respectfully. When one is being admonished, he does not show anger, speak harshly, or think of one's own good qualities and the faults of others, but he listens to the other with high respect, deep respect, and a humility, humbleness. In summary, he exhibits a remarkable ability to receive teachings and admonishments with open-mindedness, diligently implements. What he has learned and expresses a genuine appreciation towards his teachers for their guidance and support. There are two types of people in this world. So are just being easy to admonish or being obedient, such as the Venerable Sariputta, the famous one, the Venerable Rahula. Both of them are the famous one, etc. Ramisa Hedu Suvajo. This is classification of amenability to advice. Amisa Hedu Suvajo, one who is easily admonished due to their interest in profits or material benefits. If he does not get those material benefits, then he is not easy to admonish. The Buddha mentioned that this kind of person is not called suvaja person. Dhamma Karawa Hedu Suvajo. You can see here Karawa, so you can see the way to yeah. The interrelated network condition, the interconnectedness of things. That's why when you learn about the 38 kinds of blessings that are cause of the happiness, not only one point, but also all of them are simultaneously taking place. Think about it. It's very important. We should distinguish between them. So Dhamma Karawa Hedu Suvajo, one who is easy to admonish because of their respect for the Dhamma. This kind of person is called Suvaja person, right? So mutual respect is very important. Yeah, very important. So the problem is not men nor women. So our responsibility is just to take the way to Dhamma Karawa Hedu, right? That's it. In our present day life, so wherever we are, wherever we go, right? That's very important. Yeah. That's a good point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, similar to it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sando Zagoja Suwajo Jasa Mudunadimani. Yeah, Suwaja. Yeah. You're right. So Dhamma Karawa Hedu Suvajo, so one who is easy to admonish because of their respect for the Dhamma, right? This kind of person is called Suvaja person. Yeah. Doa Sajada, being hard to admonish or being resistant to admonition such as the ascetic Sanjaya, the Venerable Chana, etc. So you can study it out by yourself about biography of that Chana Mate, that Venerable Chana. Maybe Sutta is big Sutta, a significant Sutta. Given by the Buddha, especially for the Venerable Chana. But now we have a little bit time. So in the Anumana Sutta, the Venerable Maha Moggallana gives details of 16 qualities of being hard to admonish as follows. 16, right? So you think about it. I told you, when you take something, the other is already given up. So wholesome and unwholesome. You take wholesome state. The unwholesome is already given up, right? Already given up. So we should understand how to develop the good qualities about the mind, and also how to remove, how to abandon what we really no need, or beneficial, unbeneficial, or the things to be practiced, or the things to be avoided. Two things, right? Do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts. So the things to be practiced, what we need is the things to be practiced. We should take the way to wholesome qualities, beneficial way, beneficial qualities, beneficial actions, beneficial thought, beneficial speech. The other point is we don't need it. We need that, especially we need to abandon. We need to avoid of unwholesome qualities, unwholesome things, unwholesome actions. So that's it, because of the things to be avoided. Here, Tawa Jasada, being had admonished or being resistant to admonitions such as the ascetic sanjaya, the venerable chana, etc. In the Anumana Sutta, actually, this is mentioned by sub-commentary, Tika, not Atakata. Yeah. Commentary on commentaries. So, not commentary, sub-commentary. So this is mentioned by sub-commentary, Tika. So in the Numana Sutta, the Venerable Mahamoggallana gives details of 16 qualities of being, how to admonish as follows. A monk has humble wishes. He is under the power of harmful wishes. Think about it. And who praises himself disparages others. Disparages, look down. I'm useful, you are useless, something like that. Something like that. Outrageously. It's outrageously, yeah. So, who praises himself and disparages others, who is angry and overcome by anger, who is angry and resentful on account of the anger, who is angry and obstinate because of the anger. Obstinate as stubborn. So rigid. Who is angry and speaks words bordering in anger. Who, when criticized, rejects the criticism. Who, when criticized, insults the criticizer. Who, when criticized, responds with the criticism of the criticizer. Who, when criticized, leaves the talk aside, talks about unrelated things. You can see that that person who has a lack of knowledge, spiritual level, a lack of spiritual power, spiritual lower down. So unrelated things in manifest anger, hatred, and grudge bearing. So this here you can see that this is a resulting result or consequence outcome from a lack of training. Think about it, right? That's why learning and teaching is very important. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. We just need to power up our own potential to keep away from it, to keep away from these 16 qualities. So who, when criticized, does not heed the advice? Who denigrates and is malicious? Who is envious and stingy? Who is fraudulent and deceitful? Who is stubborn and conceited? Who holds tightly to his opinions? It's a big problem. No learning, no teachings, no training is a big problem for human being and for human lives. Who holds tightly to his opinions and relinquishes them with a difficulty. Vulnerables. If a monk holds tightly to his opinions and relinquishes them with a difficulty, then this is a trait that makes him harder to admonish. This is the two types of people in the world. Yeah, you should notice that, the different situations. You should notice that. So that is different situations. Wherever we go, wherever we are, you can see that. You can see it by yourself. Make a good try to be gentle with yourself. Be persevering. Yeah, that's unavoidable. That is unavoidable. Huh?
When you are sitting together, you should do one of the two things: discuss the teachings or keep noble silence.
3.1. 3. Huh? Page 50. Which one? We are not yet, right?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay, we're going later. Okay, later. Okay. Yeah, I would like you to know that this. On the other hand, or contrast to this point, you need to know 16 kinds of good things. Okay, so the opposite point of this point, the on the other hand, you should take a note. 16 kinds of good things, right? And directly and indirectly. This is directly Anumana Sutta, so directly 16 qualities of being how to admonish. Or on the other hand, 16 qualities of being amenable to admonish. Amenable to admonish. You got it? So this Sutta recommends that practitioners regularly reflect on whether they possess these traits. By recognizing and abandoning these qualities, one becomes sawajasta, easy to admonish or amenable to admonish, receptive to advice. A crucial quality for growth in the Buddhist path or the good training. So you should notice that as soon as you avoid off these 16 kinds of being how to admonish, you already take the way to sawajasada, which is the way to amenable to advice. Right? Think about it. The other is given up by yourself. And the one is taken by yourself. That is, the things to be practiced and the things to be avoided. Mm-hmm.
I have from the senior Korean Bante. He said 5 or 6 years ago, when senior advised junior, they will take it. But these days, they don't like the seniors. They don't like give advice to juniors. So I don't know why. Huh? Maybe the juniors, they don't like to listen to seniors.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know that it must be also a culture. Culture is a very important also. Culture or tradition
This is
of the monastery.
This is a cultural value. It's a Buddhist cultural value. This point highlights about Buddhist cultural value. So, any question with regard to this point?
My question is, how can I be Dhammagarawa person?
Already explained. As soon as
Yes.
you are giving up
Yes.
these 16 kinds of being harder admonish,
Okay.
you are already take the way to Dhammagarawa, Sawajasada, amenable to advice. Just the opposite point, good and bad. That's it. Your responsibility is just to take the way to Sawajasada Dhammagarawa. Then you have to train time and time again. You have to practice it time and time again to be Sawajasada the state of amenable to advice, the state of receptive to advice. You should especially train by yourself time and time again, time and time again. These are what I explain. Anumana Sutta, the given by Mahamoggallana Thera.
Yes.
So it is avoided by anyone. So it should be avoided by anyone. The other side is the opposite point. Opposite of this point is the good quality, sawajasta. So this to be avoided and this to be practiced. So long as you avoid of these 16 kinds of being hard to admonish. You got already Dhammagarawa Sawaj Hedu, Dhammagarawa Hedu Suwajo, or you are being able to advise, or amenable to advice, receptive to advice. You are Dhammagarawa person, or mutual respect. You have with Dhammagarawa mutual respect to Dhamma. Not only Dhamma, but also teachers simultaneously. Poggala, Dhamma, Poggala Dhamma, Poggala Garawa, Dhamma Garawa. Poggala Garawa means teacher, your instructor, your mentor.
I think Dhammagarawa is more inclusive than Suwacho.
Yeah, the most important point. Dhammagarawa Hedu Suwajo is the most important point. You should have it as long as you're alive. As long as you're alive, you should have it. Dhammagarawa Hedu Suwajo. All right, any question?
No, sir, no.
Okay, now move on. (49) The next line, Samanananja dissonance, seeing the monk. Yeah, you should understand. Yeah. What you should understand is this point. How to understand the monk. How to understand the monk. Meeting those or seeing those who have calmed the mental defilements. Meeting those who have calmed the mental defilements. No arising, no using kilesa. Loba, dosa, moha. That's just the nature of monk. Think about it. Without using any mental defilements, any kinds of mental defilements. Loba or dosa, moha, greed, hatred, and delusion. In any community, wherever you go, wherever you are, in your present day life, if you are staying as a Buddhist monk, you should know it. That's why no matter who see you, you are very peaceful. You should be very peaceful. You should be very adorable. That you are adorable or you are peaceful, make them who those. Make them for those who are seeing you, who are meeting you, you are blessed. So, meeting those who have come the mental environments is life-size. That is called seeing the monk. Seeing the monk is a life-size blossom. Why is it called life-size blossom? Because of the monk who have calmed. The monk who has calmed mental defilements, greed, hatred, and delusion. No arising, no using. Whenever they reach the people, they never use greed, anger, or they never use the adverse state of mind. They never use the mental defilements. There's being patient and talk softly and mutually respect to each other. That is called monk. Not only to shape the hat, not only wear the robes. Actually, the monk is those who have calmed the mental defilements. So the monk who has calmed the mental defilements without using any mental defilements, the advanced state of mind, that is called monk, Buddhist monk, or bhikkhu in Bali, or samana, bhikkhu. Here samana nanja dasana, bhikkhuna, the same, identical. That's why you should know the meaning of Buddhist monk. What is a Buddhist monk? The meaning of Buddhist monk, you should know that. Buddhist monk, their nature is originally pretty cool because they never use. They are taking the way to purity of mind, purity of concentration, purity of wisdom, clear comprehension. That is called Buddhist monk. So samana means recluse. Recluse. This single word is related to practical applications. Recluse is one who goes forth from home to homelessness. This is a grammatical way, grammatical translation. The word samana literally means one who is calm. He has calmed or stilled or defilements, developed good bodily behaviors, mind, and wisdoms, and possessed the highest taming and serenity. The Buddha said that samana is the one subdues all defilements, not just shapes. You see? Not just shapes his heart. As it is mentioned in Dhammavada. Not by a shaven head does a man become a recluse. If he lacks morality and an austere practices, and tells lie, how could he, who is full of desire and greed, be a recluse? Think about it. You can see that it's very important to understand what is the meaning of Buddhist monk, real Buddhist monk. Think about it. Not only shaving the hat, not only wearing the robes. So one who subdued all evil deeds, great or small, because of stopping bad deeds, is said to be recluse. Therefore, samana is the one who does not harm others, who does not crave for material gains, who perform samana dhamma recluse duties or self-training, and who always strive to eradicate defilements, tapa. A man's life is like a soldier in the battlefield, always trying to fight with the enemies. That's why we say sometimes Buddhist warrior. Buddhist warrior means Buddhist monks usually fight inside enemies, not outside. Mental defilements, the advanced state of mind, not person, anyone. Buddhist monks should not fight anyone, or each other, Buddhist monk, each other, or the other people. But their fighting is just inside. Mental defilements, the advanced state of mind, kilesa. That's why we will say the Buddhist monk is Buddhist warrior, or Buddhist soldier is a Buddhist warrior. who should fight the advanced state of mind, kilesa. Our most dangerous enemies. Our most dangerous enemies. Seeing means approaching. Yeah, approaching. Pay respect to approach. Pay respect to approach Buddhist monk. Seeing means approaching, servants, recollecting, and hearing about. There are three types of seeing: seeing with eyes, seeing with mind. That's good. That's a good point. There are three types of seeing: seeing with eyes, seeing with the physical eyes, or seeing with mental eyes. With the mind means mental eyes. Seeing with the mental eyes, or with the mind, or seeing with knowledge. Knowledge means like reflecting on Sangha Nosati, the Sangha communities. So seeing with the knowledge, seeing with the eyes, one seeing the calm, peaceful appearance and deportment. Seeing means approaching servants, recollecting, hearing about. There are three types of seeing: seeing with the eyes, seeing with the mind, and seeing with the knowledge. Seeing with the eyes, one seeing the calm and peaceful appearance and deportment of recluse. Whenever people see the other people see the Buddhist monk or recluse, they always calm down. Their looks always calm down. And nice demeanor or nice deportment, nice gesture. Just as the Venerable Sariputta sees the Venerable Assaji. One of us set off the 5 groups, the 5 monks, Assaji, Venerable Assaji, for the first time. And the King Pasetani Kosala sees the behavior of monks in Dhammaciriya Sutta. This is a significant sutta to explain about it. Seeing with the mind, or with the mental eyes. One recollects the good qualities of a recluse without really seeing them, but he sees them by hearing and learning, etc. Seeing with the wisdoms, one knows the good qualities of recluse since he himself practices, and as those qualities improve, he sees the truth like a recluse. The seeing is called a blessing, since it is very helpful for one, to attain various good qualities. After seeing such an ascetic monk of good qualities, he has the opportunity to serve. He has the opportunity to serve, listen to his Dharma talk, and ask his questions to clear his doubts, etc. As the Venerable Sariputta and the Venerable Bona praised each other. It is fortunate for his spiritual companions, Kalyanamitta, the best friend, with the Dhamma. So very fortunate that they get to see Venerable Bona, son of Mantani, or Venerable Sariputta, and pay homage to him, even if they only get to see him and pay respect to him by carrying him around on their heads on a roll of cloth. It would still be very fortunate for them, and it's fortunate for me. So very fortunate that I get to see the Venerable and pay homage to him. The Buddha said that seeing the following associating and attending upon those monks who excel in virtue. This is a good point, no? This is a good point. Attending, seeing, following, associating, attending upon those monks who excel in virtue, excel in concentration, excel in wisdom, excel in deliverance, excel in the knowledge, and a vision of deliverance, and who are advisors or instructors and demonstrators who can exhaust, inspire, and encourage, and who are competent teachers or who are qualifying teachers of the true Dhamma is very helpful, since one can fulfill the aggregate of virtue, that of knowledge and vision of deliverance. In the commentary, it is mentioned that if one sees the moral one, by that merit, one will not have eye ailments, swelling, or boil for many thousands of births, and one will have beautiful eyes, clear like valuable substances, etc. Not only for human beings, but also for animals who sees the Buddha and his disciples and have strong faith in them. They will not go to a bad destination for 100,000 aeons. Yeah. As time processes, we cannot account it, right? We cannot count it. It's unaccountable. For 100,000 aeons. So this is the meaning of samana and three types of seeing. Any questions?
So seeing is very important. Seeing.
Yeah, seeing means, seeing or following or associating or approaching. They're similar to it. Or tending upon those monks who excel in virtue, excel in concentration, excel in wisdom, excel in deliverance, excel in the knowledge and a vision of deliverance. How nice. That is the nature of Buddhist monk. You can appreciate that by yourself. You are also Buddhist monk right now. Or how to appreciate yourself by me so understanding the meaning of the monk or the nature of the monk lifestyle, the monk's lifestyle. How nice! It's very important to realize it by yourself. For every Buddhist monk, any Buddhist monk should know it. What is the nature of Buddhist monk, or what is the qualities of Buddhist monk? What is the capacity of Buddhist monk? It's very important. Lifestyle is deeper and deeper on account of practices, practical way. You need to share, especially for those who really want to know about the meaning of the monk. Why are you being a monk? Something like that, right? You need to explain the nature of the monk is like this, right? There are questions already. Questions already about being a monk. Why are you being a monk? You should have answer. You should have good answer about it. It's very important. That's why learning is very important. Learning and teaching and training. Taking the way to teaching and training, learn by practicing. How nice. Especially universal message Dharma. Especially the universal message Dharma. By means of using any language, by means of using any language. Any question? All right, we're gonna move on. So in the commentary, it is mentioned that if one sees the moral one, by that merit, one will not have eye ailment, swelling, or boil for many thousands of births. When one will have beautiful eyes, clear like valuable substances, etc. Not only for human beings, but also for animals who sees the Buddha and his disciples and have strong faith in them or confidence in them. They will not go to a bad destination for 100,000 aeons. This is the meaning of samana and 3 types of seeing. So, Namo Kalina Dhammasagacha, next line. Kalina Dhammasagacha, Idamingla Dhamma. Listening to, discussing the Dhamma on several occasions. We are doing now is discussion. Think about it. Vice versa. Using question and good answer, good question. Using good answer, good question. Kalina Dhammasagacha, discussing the Dhamma on several occasions, is life's highest blessing. Religious discussion at due seasons, a regular opportune discussion on the Dhamma. So the Dhamma is deep, profound, and hard to see by one who is full of defilements. Or, I usually say that the ordinary, by the ordinary waking state of consciousness without practicing meditation. Untrained mind. That is to say, untrained mind. With the untrained mind, it's not easy to understand about the meaning of Dhamma. So the Dhamma is deep, profound, and hard to see by one who is full of defilements. Hence, discussion of the Dhamma from time to time will purify the mind from sluggishness, restlessness, and doubts, skeptical doubt. So the Buddha always praised the Buddha always likes discussing Dhamma. Or for those for the monk, for those monks who usually discuss Dhamma on suitable occasion. Oh, the Buddhas always say, "Oh, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu." I really appreciate that you for your discussion of Dhamma. Keep going on. The Buddha always urge his followers, especially the monks, his disciples. The Buddha likes it. Discussing Dhamma on several occasions, which is life science blossom in this Mangala Sutta. So the Dhamma is deep, profound, and hard to see by one who is full of defilements. Hence, discussion of Dhamma from time to time will purify the mind from sluggishness or restlessness and doubt. The Buddha said, when you are sitting together, you should do one of two things: discuss the teachings or keep noble silence. Dhammiwa Katha Ariyowa Doni Bawo. You should notice that. You should notice this point. Okay? You should take either one. You should take either one. Okay? Discuss the teachings or keep noble silence.
Normally, you know, why they couldn't keep it this. They don't have anything to discuss.
Yeah. They are not yet ready to discuss Dhamma each other. Yeah.
Sometimes they don't have knowledge.
Actually, yeah. I usually say that different spiritual power, different personal preference, different personal disposition or personal option. Option means choose, personal choosing, right? Personal liking, or disney.
When I see here how Bonamane, how violin, how interval, they don't teach. Young people, younger generations, they can go to school and learn about variety. But if they become ordained when they are a little older, they cannot go to school. Even sometimes because of their educational background. So and also in the monastery, they don't provide any education, opportunity.
Well, I usually say that you should understand about
this kind of opportunity.
Yes. Yeah. You should understand that it is just different how to approach instead your teaching. Learning, but different approach instead your teachings, especially about pedagogical techniques of education, pedagogical techniques of monastic education or teaching method, different. The Buddha's way is like this. This is called Vyakarana. In the Buddha's already explained. This is Vyakarana in Pali. Discussing Dhammas, vice versa. So by means of using mutual respect in each other, one another, to realize the Dhamma we are talking about, we are discussing about.
When I was in Korea, I learned the basic level of Pali language. So it's helping me a lot, even the basic level. Every time I do chanting, recite chanting, I'm interested. Huh? Yes, so it'll it make me inspired, and motivated. But so learning Pali language, even basic level, is very important. But people, they don't like to learn about Pali.
Actually, it depends pedagogical techniques, teaching method. Teaching method, like, philology, science of language are much better for those who really want to know about Pali language. Because it's so easy and interesting, very interesting. Different way to learn it, different way to study in Pali. Very interesting. Interesting. And also, it's a formula, like a science formula. They have already formula. Like a chemistry atomic theory, right? Period table, atomic period table. Like a H2O, something like that. Hydrogen, lithium, helium, something like that. Or hydrogen, or potassium. In Pali language like that. Formula already. Very interesting. And also, only within 1 month, you can get it.
1 month.
1 month, only 1 month. The way to study by yourself. Because of practical way, not only 4 skills, right? Any language is 4 skills, and also in Bali 4 skills. But usually they prefer to take the way to writing and reading. That's it. Not listening and speaking. Rarely speaking and listening. Speaking and listening is a discussion. It's very important.
You know, when you go to Simahon, early, maybe around dawn time, in the morning, early in the morning, dawn time, or maybe in the evening. Normally, there are a lot of Bante, they keep silence in chanting, keep silence. They don't know how to read books. You know, if they have little knowledge about Pali, even they can recite chanting. So even though I don't know all chanting, but when I see the chanting, yes, I know, and I can understand little. So it's very interesting. But question is, a lot of monasteries, they don't provide any opportunity. There's a problem, Teresa.
Yeah.
Yes. Even though the Sayadaw, they are Dhammacharya, Bhiwamsa, yes.
Yeah, we need to reinforce to explain or to share knowledge of Dhammas in Pali language, including in Pali language, to discuss about Pali, so how to use how to use this beneficial for oneself and as well as others.
If we don't know about Pali language, it will be very difficult to approach Dhamma.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes.
And also, we cannot get real meaning, real point.
People don't know. This is the key point.
The key point. The key term.
The people, the Bante, most of the Bante, they don't know. Huh?
Yeah.
Even the Vinaya, you know, if I know about little knowledge about the Pali, I could Yamakalika, you know, I can Sata Kalika in 7 days. Yes, because I can remember, even though in my age, I can remember. Yeah, because I know how to break down. You know, when I see the new Pali, I like to break. If I don't know, I can check from the Google. Yeah, Google tell us.
Yeah.
Google tell us the details.
Yeah, in detail. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can break down. Oh, what in terms of root? The other day you told me root. Yes, yes. So if we break down, we can remember more easily. Yes. So I don't need to remember all. The keyword.
That's why I usually teach for Pali course a month, for 1 month, for 1 month.
I think it'll be better. One day you come back and teach instead of this sutta. Before you move on with this sutta.
Well,
Before you have to teach.
wherever I am, I
Yes.
usually teach
Yes.
the monks
I
and
think, yes.
lay people. Pali, Pali, very important, right?
Basic level.
Basic level. That's a dialectical way and grammatical way simultaneously. I'm using time simultaneously as a grammatical way and grammatical translation, and dialectical translation.
If
So interesting. So interesting.
you can also use some of the famous sutta.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So they will show their interest.
If you understand about the Pali language, you can go anywhere to explain, right? About the Buddha's Dharma, which is called universal message for all diversities, for all ages, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty much beneficial.
Yes.
So any question? So you should take a note that your responsibility is just to have either one, discussing Dharma or keeping noble silence, so without talking anything. Just stable, just stay still.
But is it on commentary or the Buddha said?
Yeah.
Commentary.
Commentary, yeah.
Okay.
Commentary. This is a blessing because it is a cause for such excellent qualities as competence and the heritage of the teachings and so forth. We have encountered 3 related blessing factors. The level of practice differs as we must gradually suppress and endure the 5 minutes more. These 3 factors are well-spoken speech. Subhasita Jayavacha already know that. It is easy and does not go against the 5 minutes much. For instance, one can speak as one desires, or one can memorize and preach. Even the lazy can teach others to be diligent, and the stingy can teach others to donate, and so on. Right? Just the way to open up new possibilities, right, for everyone, right? So, their respective qualities. Timely listening to the Dharma, or listening to the Dharma on suitable occasions. Kalina Dhamma Savana already know that, but you should know that it is a way to the interconnectedness of things. This practice requires more mental training than the previous one, although listening to the Dhamma may seem easier than speaking it. It is not easy to be attentive and grasp all the essential teachings. Therefore, one should cultivate qualities such as respect, gratitude, humility, niwado, and forbearance. In order to get the teachings, it can be difficult to incline the mind towards the Dhammas and to integrate the Dhamma into the mind. Timely discussion of the Dhamma. So discussing the Dhamma multiple occasions, Kalina Dhammasagacha, this practice requires even more endurance than the previous one, since disagreements may arise during discussions. You need to be prepared for that situations. So when we really want to discuss the Dhamma. In such situations, one must engage in both the listening and speaking. Speaking the Dhamma is like fighting with the wind, as it can be difficult to convey the message effectively. Listening to the Dhamma is like fighting with the sandbag or a banana tree, as it requires effort to absorb the teachings. Discussing the Dhamma is like fighting with a boxer in Thailand Muay Thai. As it can be challenging to navigate through disagreements and obstacles. There are three main principles that make Dhamma discussions more beneficial. And with these three principles, there will be no quarreling or fighting. Discussing about Dhammas, the talk should be within the scope of Dhamma as outlined in Kathavatu 10. This is Kathavatu 10 in commentary, in the commentary. It is mentioned by in the commentary. Discussing with Dhamma, both sides must respect each other. If one is wrong, the other must correct. Correct is with the gentle speech. If one is right, the other must appreciate it. You see, this point is very important. We should have this point, right? The others appreciate it. One is right. If one is right, the other must appreciate it. And both bodily and verbal actions must be appreciated, appropriate, or suitable. Must be suitable, appropriate. Discussing about Dhamma, both sides must discuss for the purpose of deepening their understanding of Dhamma, or with the intention to help another understand Dhamma. One must not discuss Dhamma to show off their knowledge or for material gain, among other inappropriate reasons. It is, you notice that it is a way to loving kindness and compassion, divine abode. The practice of divine abode, the way to divine abode in Bali. Bali Brahma Vihara, the four kinds of Brahma Vihara. Loving kindness, metta, karuna, mudita, ubekha. Think about this. Both sides, right? We should discuss Dhamma each other, one another, by means of using some mutual respecting. By means of mutual respecting each other, one another. This is the main principles of discussing Dhamma. Any question, please?
We need to also, when you discuss Dhamma, we need to maybe appoint some kind of topics. Otherwise, if we don't have certain specific topic, it's not easy.
You can take a break 10 minutes.
Sutta.
Mahasamaya Sutta. Mahasamaya Sutta, you should have it. You should recite in your present day life. Every day, every day. Regularly, when you when you have regular recitation, it takes about 20 minutes. Not fast, not slow, not slowly, not fastly, regularly.
Mahatma meeting. Is it great meeting or great meeting?
Yeah, that is especially deities, meeting of deities, Tewata, Sama Tewata. They love you. When you recite it, they love you and they take care of you wherever you go, wherever you are. They like Anapanasati, they like Bodhanosati, they like Bodhanosati, Anapanasati, Metta Bhavana, and also Mahasamaya. Mahasamaya, so you invite them by names, like a email or post mail. So mailing address. So by name. That's why they love you and they protect you.
So apart from Mangala Sutta and the Karanya Metta, you like to recommend this?
They love it. They love Bodhanosati, Anapanasati, Metta Bhavana, and Mahasamaya. So you should have it. These four sides. You no need to do anything. They always protect you. They take care of you. Food or stay in shelter or they take care of you. You should recite it. It takes about 20 minutes. 20 minutes regularly, not slowly, not too slow, not too fast. Regularly chanting. It takes about 20 minutes. That's good. Mm-hmm. Okay, we are moving on. New stanza. Taboja Brahmachari Yanja Ariya Sajana Dasana Nibbana Sachi Kriyaja Idamangla Modama Taboja Idamangla Modama Brahmachari Yanja Idamangla Modama Ariya Saja Na Dasana Idamangla Modama Nibbana Sachi Kriyaja Idamangla Modama. How many lines?
3?
No.
No.
Taboja Idamangla Modama. Four lines in this stanza. Yeah, firstly, tapa means self-restraint, austerity. It's similar to atapi, So represent right effort, right endeavor, similar to Atabi Tapo. You know. Self-restraint, austerity, in Brahmanism, the notion of Tapo austerity is grounded in the philosophical belief that life is composed of opposing forces or powers that exist within each individual. These opposing forces are represented by the concepts of Atman or Jiva. Atman means, here you see Atman, this is Hindi language, Hindi standard or Sanskrit. Atman, or Jiva, the soul. Jiva. In Pali, the same Jiva. So, Pali Atta, Jiva, which is inherently pure and originates from Brahma, which is called God in English. God bless you, something like that. Brahma. And the physical body or material objects, which are impure, impermanent, and obscure, the true nature of the soul. It's different, directly different from Buddhist way. Atma, Atad. The term tapa, Atta. Atma ni Hindi standard, Atta. In Pali, Atta. They say Atma, Jiva. Which are impure, impermanent, or absolute, so the true nature of the soul. The term tapa, known as tapas in Sanskrit, means heat, burning up. You can see, atta be the same, tapa. Because they can burn out any kinds of mental defilements, the bad state of mind, kilesa. They can burn up. So we should have like this, tapa, right effort, right endeavor. This term is often used to describe a practice where one intentionally inflicts physical discomfort or pain on themselves with the belief that doing so will increase the internal heat or power of the mind. This increase in heat is thought to lead to a buildup of power, which can eventually result in the highest. This practice involves. Any question?
Is it the Kanti Parama Tapo Titika? Tapo is the same as this. Kanti Parama Tapo Titika.
Yeah, you can notice that. Kanti is easy or not. Easy or difficult. Difficult, right? That's why tapa. Tapa means strongly, right? That's why the same, right? Kanti paramanta bo dideka. Kanti is easy or not? Not easy. That's why you should have strong effort, right? Strong effort to be patient or to be gentle with yourself, right? All right. So, This practice involves inflicting physical discomfort or pain on the body in order to weaken its strength and prevent it from controlling one's actions. So by doing so, the body loses dominance, allowing the soul, Atman, to become pure and liberated from the cycle of rebirth. Ultimately, the goal is to join Brahma. As aforementioned, this term refers to ascetic practice, such as self-tormenting, atta kila mata nu yoga. Did you hear of it? Did you hear about this word? Self-tormenting. In the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. One of the extreme way, dwe mwe bhikkhave anda papachite na sevittabha. It is the Buddha explains two kinds of extreme ways. Yeah. That is this Attakilamata means one of that two ways, two extreme ways, rather than middle way. Other than middle way. So, which is considered non-beneficial, practice by the Buddha. You can see that. That's fine. However, some useful ascetic practices are adopted by the Buddha. That is to say, Dutanga. This is allowable, Dutanga, right? How many Dutanga? 13 kinds of Dutangas. This is allowable by the Buddha. The ascetic practices or factors for shaking defilements off. Dutanga means shaking off. So shaking off defilements is shaking defilements off. According to the commentary, this term is used for the following first two meanings. Tabo is a term for the restraint of the six sense faculties. You see, I'm told you it is similar to tapa and atabi. So Dutanga is strong effort. So the six sense faculties, indriya samvara, because of burning up, covetousness and discontent, without guarding the eye door, ear door, etc. The defilements such as covetousness and discontent will leak into one's mind, leak into one's own mind. However, if one safeguards the sense faculties, those defilements cannot invade one's own mind, just as the rain cannot leak into well-covered roof. You can learn about it in Dhammavara, about this. It refers to effort viriya. You can see that? Viriya, atapi. The same. Atapi, tapada, viriya. Right effort, right endeavor. Because it burns up listeners, as mentioned in the Kusita. The Kusitaram Pawatu Sutta. Kusita Ramba Watu Sutta. Kusita Ramba Watu Sutta. The Buddha also explains the effort as effort to prevent the unarisen, unwholesome, and to abandon the arisen, unwholesome effort to develop the unarisen, wholesome, and to maintain or increase the arisen, wholesome. Apart from the above mentioned, the Khandi is also regarded as the highest austerity Dapa, as the Buddha said, Khandi Brahmanda Bodhideka. This is the point you said. Enduring practice, enduring patience. It's not easy. That's why enduring patience is the supreme austerity. Enduring patience is the supreme austerity. It is tolerance, which is the strength, and endurance that makes oneself firmly in the way that leads to one's own goal. It is able to overcome all obstacles and pressures to achieve success. Tapa in Buddhism also refers to adhicitta sikha. The higher training of the mind, the training in higher concentration. So adhicitta sikha, the higher training of the mind, or practiced in samadhi bhavana. When you have this point, tapa, adhicitta sikha, higher training of the mind, you can gain jhana samadhi. Without using this point, you cannot gain jhana samadhi. It's not easy to normally effort. Normal effort is not enough to gain jhana samadhi. One who has this austerity is called ardent, adabi. This is a blossom, since it is a cause for getting rid of covetousness, etc., and for obtaining the absorptions, as well as other attainments. This is the meanings of tapa. 4 meanings of tapa. Now you can see that tapa, no? How is it important to have it within us? How is it important? When you have really this point, tapa, you can gain jhana samadhi. And then the another line. The other line, brahmacharyancha. Any question? Tapa means actually you should understand a kind of energy, strong energy. Strong energy. You should understand strong power. Strong power. In Pali, viriya. Effort. Viriya.
Viriya? But here is a Kanti Parama Tapatika.
Yeah, Kanti Parama is, yeah.
So how can it be? It can be viriya.
Here, Kanti Parami is, because it's not easy to avoid of the pain, the body pain or something like that, or to the way to practice. Taking a time, it's not easy to. That's why tapa means Kanti Paramanta Bodhika. Kanti is enduring patience, is a supreme austerity.
So is it different from energy? Because the Kanti is also regarded as the highest austerity.
But different function, different factors, but closely connected to it. Closely connected to it. Think about it. When you have no patience, you cannot gain any higher stage of spiritual attainment. You cannot gain. So Kanti is one of energy factors, mental factor, mental energy, spiritual energy. You should have energies with regard to any senses, seeing or hearing or smelling or tasting, rasatana. It's not easy. That's why Kandi is, we should have always on the way to our practice.
Continue just enduring.
Yeah,
Enduring.
endurance, perseverance.
Persevering.
Yeah, perseverance. Think about it. Without perseverance, you cannot gain. You cannot be gentle with yourself. Think about it.
But really, when I'm down, if my energy is, how to call it, discharged,
Distraction.
maybe how to call it, recharge my energy.
Recharge. Reinforce. You should reinforce. To be patient. Think about it. Reinforce without viriya, without having viriya, without making an effort. How can you get to be patient? Think about it. So closely connected to each other, but different factors, different functions. Different factors, different functions.
I think that also Vidya, we have some, if we have the, how to call it, the moderate level of Vidya, it will be good. But if it goes too much,
That is the way to make balance energy. Balance energy. Energy balance.
Kanti, there should be whether you have more patience or not.
Actually, Kandi is connected with the energy, viriya. Viriya. Connected with the viriya. But different factors, different function, Kandi. And another line, Brahmacharya, a holy life. This Brahmacharya, this point represents to the Noble Eightfold Path, the way to practice, to gain one's own liberation. Brahmacharya consists of two terms, Brahma plus Charya. Brahma means holy, excellent, superior, etc. And Charya is derived from the root chara, which means to wander, to proceed, or to lead one's own life, to conduct one's own life. When they are combined, it means holy life, excellent life, or conduct, leading one's own life in an excellent way. The term Brahmacharya in Pali normally refers to the Eightfold Path, the Eightfold Noble Path, the Noble Eightfold Path. You can see that? Refers to the Noble Eightfold Path, which is the best way to lead one's own life. The term of training, it means moral conduct, sila, concentration, samadhi, and a wisdom, panya. You see that it refers to the threefold training. The training in higher morality, the training in higher concentration, the training in higher wisdom. The one who endows with the Noble Eightfold Path It's called brahmachari. So long as you are taking the way to the Noble Eightfold Path, you yourself is brahmachari, one who practices holy life. Your life is a holy life. And the end of holy life is eradication of lust, hatred, and delusion. Here, we have a question. So long as you have the Noble Eightfold Path or made up of the threefold training, you yourself is brahmachari. So you yourself is when your life is up is brahmachari, you yourself is pratitupadesa. Suitable place. You yourself is a suitable place, pratitupadesa. Then think about it. Is that right?
The one who knows with the noble eightfold path, isn't it the one who has attained panya? But Brahma normally they attain the hardcore samadhi.
Yeah, that's why you just need to distinguish between that point and the Noble Eightfold Path. Different. The Noble Samadhi is on the way to the Noble Eightfold Path, not destination, right? This is the Noble Eightfold Path is the destination of taking the way to the Noble Eightfold Path is to gain pinnacle point, one's own liberation.
Endowed with this, it's not clear.
Huh?
Who endows with?
The Noble. So endow with me. Endows with me.
Isn't given or presented?
No. Endows with me. When you have really the Noble Eightfold Path, that is the same meaning endow with me. When you have the Noble Eightfold Path, or when you take the way to the Noble Eightfold Path.
But it's not on the one who is on the way.
Yeah. Samadhi is just on the way to the Noble Eightfold Path. Before Panya, arising Panya. Samadhi. Vipassana, Yatha Buddha Jnana. What you say? Yatha Buddha Jnana. Seeing things as they really are, as they really occur. Okay, time's up. Idame Bonyam Asawakayam Wahahodu Idame Bonyam Nibbanasa Pachayo Hodu Mama Bonya Bagam Sabazadana Pajimi Desabe Mesama Bonya Bagam Labandu, O happy ones, and all beings rejoice at the merit done by us, and say sadhu 3 times along with us. Say sadhu 3 times along with us. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Today, how do you